Hello and welcome to Headlines at Mint. Let's take a look at the big stories that are likely to make headlines this Friday. Can the markets recover from one piece of bad news after another to end the week on a high note? Investors will be closely watching the indices a day after the US Federal Reserve's move added to Indian markets' woes. The Fed cut interest rates by 25 basis points but hinted that it was a one-off move. On Thursday, the Sensex closed 1.23% lower, while the Nifty lost 1.24%. On Friday, companies like HDFC Ltd, ITC, Tata Communications and banks including SBI and Union Bank of India might declare their first quarter revenue. Analysts expect SBI to post a net profit of Rs 4,106 crore. Also, Sikal Logistics will be announcing its Q1 performance just days after promoter VG Siddhartha's death. On Thursday, Bharti Airtel reported its first quarterly loss in 14 years. Airtel suffered a consolidated net loss of Rs 2,866 crore against a profit of Rs 97 crore in financial year 19's first quarter. Chief Executive Officers of public sector banks will hold a meeting with the Union Finance Minister on Friday. Nirmala Sitharaman is expected to take stock of the bank's performance and discuss measures to increase credit growth, according to sources cited by PTI. Beijing will host a two-day interministerial meeting starting Friday. The meeting will involve representatives of 16 Asia-Pacific countries to discuss the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Framework. India's Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal will not be attending the meet, but the Commerce Secretary will take his place. India has been trying to ensure that the proposed trade pact doesn't lead to dumping of cheap foreign goods in Indian markets. Speaking to Hindustan Times ahead of the meeting, here's what Thailand's envoy said on India's role in the RCEP.
An RCEP without India is not worth it, okay? And India is part of the future. So the people who say, leaving India out and so on, it's just posturing.
4 dated securities worth Rs 17,000 crore will be auctioned by the government on Friday. The auction will take place in electronic format on the Reserve Bank of India core banking solution. On Friday, the Supreme Court will hear Vijay Mallya's petition against attachment of his properties by investigation agencies. The fugitive businessman has appealed that no properties other than those belonging to Kingfisher Airlines should be confiscated. The liquor tycoon is currently hiding in UK to evade criminal action for defaulting on loans worth Rs 9,000 crore. As a slowdown grips the automobile sector, major manufacturers have reported a steep decline in sales in the month of July. Maruti Suzuki's sales fell 36.3% year-on-year, while Mahindra and Mahindra reported a 16% decline. Ashok Leyland also reported a 28% fall in total sales in July. On Thursday, the Committee of Creditors of Jet Airways held a meeting to discuss issues related to insolvency proceedings of the airline. The lenders decided to extend the deadline for bids if suitable options weren't available by August 3rd. According to a source, 4 potential bidders have shown early interest in the airline. Searches were carried out on Thursday at properties belonging to Malvinder and Shivinder Singh, the former promoters of Ranbaxy. The Enforcement Directorate carried out the searches in connection with a money laundering case. Protests and strikes by the medical community continued as the Rajya Sabha passed the National Medical Commission Bill on Thursday. The bill will again go to the Lok Sabha for clearance to 2 amendments. Doctors have labelled the purpose law anti-democracy and one that will encourage quackery.